Hey everyone, I am back with another video. I know I have been gone for a while, but I have just been really busy with a lot of stuff, and I just haven't that much been having time to make another video. But today I am making a video. I'm doing a video. I really want to talk about some exciting stuff with some DC news and some Superman news. But before we get into that, guys, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. All right. Not going back to it. I know I've been gone for a while. I haven't made a video in like 4 weeks, almost a month actually. Um, but I am back now. Uh, just been really busy with a lot of stuff, and that's really it to it. But I want to talk about some stuff and some DC news. Really, kind of just one. I may talk about another. Um, but today I really want to talk about Man of Tomorrow. Now, James Gunn has just made an announcement of a new Superman movie. Now, I am kind of confused about is this a sequel or is this not a sequel? Because he has kind of gone back and forth on it. Like, he said this is not Superman 2, but it's kind of Superman 2. I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit confused. But on the contrary, I am still excited about this movie. I was very surprised. Here's the thing: if they had just announced the title, I would have still been excited. But when I heard and when I saw the due date, or like not the due date, the date of I think it was July 26th, 2027. I was just excited. Like 2 years, we get another Superman movie. I was just excited about that, and I was like, man, like, and I already know people are going to be excited and hyped about this. And Man Tomorrow is what I've heard from James Gunn is going to be a Superman and Lex Luthor team up movie because they have to team up to face a bigger threat, and I think that big threat is Brainiac. It could be another villain, but I'm gonna stand on Brainiac for now. Uh, just, but I'm gonna probably change it in case James Gunn comes up with something else, like says like it's gonna be somebody else or something. But right now, I'm gonna say Brainiac is probably gonna be the big bad, not the big bad, but the main villain of the movie. Um, but I am still excited for this movie. Like we may see Lex Luthor in his war suit because we saw it for the concept art, and I am like, if we see him in his war suit, I am just going to be so excited. Now I think we have kind of saw Lex Luthor in his war suit before. Actually, recently in Superman and Lois, technically, I would say that was kind of his war suit. Technically, it was Steele's, war suit. Um, and Lex Luthor kind of just stole it for himself. But it was it was technically you could count it as Lex Luthor having his war suit. Um, but I am very excited for Man Tomorrow. Now, guys, I already know there's going to be like a movement against this, like the people I used to talk about, like the Wall is Closed movement. They're already making a movement about this, which I just don't get at all. Um, but I don't care about that. I am still excited about this movie. DC, the DCU is looking bright. I guys on my last video, not my really last, but the video I was talking about the DC can the DCU surpass the MCU. Check that video out. I talked about can the DCU in the future surpass the MCU, and from what I'm hearing right now, going on to the future of 2027, 2028, 2029, and to the 30s, I think DC will have a big future, a bright future, for the future, in the future of Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman, because Brave and the Bold is happening, Wonder Woman is happening. I am excited for Man of Tomorrow because I'm just excited. I I'm glad I don't have to wait 5 years for another Superman movie because I had to like didn't we have to wait a half of a decade for the Batman Part Two to finish the script, just to finish the script, not for the movie to come out because we had to wait an extra 2 years. So like I'm James Gunn, he's a fast writer. James Gunn, he has not missed yet from Peacemaker, from Creature Commandos, and from and Superman. Superman, I love that movie. That's my favorite Superman movie, and I'm gonna come out and say that is my favorite Superman movie. People will call me cope or say that I'm a shill or say that, you know, oh man, you're just glazing. I may be because I loved that movie. I thought that movie was good. It meant something to me because I just haven't felt like that for a superhero movie in a while. Really since Endgame, really, I would say. Um, 2027. I'm excited for it. You know, you're gonna have the Batman. You're gonna have Man Tomorrow. You're gonna have Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse and Avengers: Secret Wars. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Of all those movies, I'm actually excited for all of the movies. I have no like none of those movies. I'm not more excited for the Batman than Secret Wars or Man of Tomorrow. I'm excited for all those movies because, dude, like if you actually think about it, we get the Trinity back. You know, we got uh Superman movie coming out, we got a Batman movie coming out, and we got a Spider-Man movie coming out. Now I know people will say, "What about Wonder Woman? Her movie's coming out, but just not in that year." And also, it's kind of a debate if Wonder Woman should even be on the Trinity, like the most popular superheroes or the best superheroes. Um, I think she get. I think she is. I think she's really popular, but James Gunn, he has done a good job of getting us great, movies from Superman and great projects like Creature Commandos, like Superman, like Peacemaker, and hopefully Man of Tomorrow. Um, I hope this will work out, um, and I hope the DCU will succeed because next year we're getting Supergirl. Next year we're getting Clayface, which I will talk about probably in my next video about the Clayface set photos because from what I'm looking at, it looks good. And I'm not gonna lie, before I wasn't even excited for Clayface. Now I'm interested. And then we get Supergirl, and then we get Lanterns, my most anticipated project, which I am very excited for to see. We even got a set photo or a behind the scenes photo, which I will also talk about. Um, I will talk about a lot of stuff. And on my last video, I did tell a guy that I one of my commenters that I will talk about which movie was my favorite Superman Fantastic Four. That video will still come out. I will that may be my next video that we'll talk about. Maybe not, but I'll try to get it in. Maybe in my next video. But I will talk about which one was my favorite. Because he did ask about that. But going back to it, Man Tomorrow, very excited for. I can't wait to watch this movie, even though sure it hasn't even came out yet. The script is already finished, and people will say, "Oh, James Gunn he's rushing it, or they're desperate." One, I don't even get how they're desperate. And two, James Gunn literally came out and said that he's been writing the script even before Superman came out, probably even before they went on to production. Like that's that's like 4 months, five, almost a year that he's been writing this script, and I think that's a long time for a director to write a script. So I don't think James Gunn is rushing this at all. I think he's taking his time because he literally said that he's going to rewrite. Uh, just and especially going to rewrite that shows that he's taking his time because he's making sure that he has everything right. Um, with Man Tomorrow. But and then one thing I also want to talk about is Aaron Pierre because he was another he when the thing was announced he posted something. I think he just said Indeed or probably put like a love emoji saying that he's like excited for the movie to come out. But I think this means that he is going to be in the movie. Aaron Pierre, John Stewart might be in Man Tomorrow, and that gets me excited. This also very much reminds me of Man of Steel too, because if you didn't hear um, they told us what the script or what Man of Steel 2 was kind of going to be about, and they even said that Green Lantern was actually kind of going to be in the movie, and I'm like, this, like, I think it was going to be Tom Cruise, Green Lantern. I don't know who was it going to be, but it sounds like Man of Tomorrow. And they're kind of even taking the title like Man of Steel, Man of Tomorrow. Um, but I'm not complaining. I'm not saying that oh man, James Gunn he just copied. I don't even know what the script is going to be about. I don't know what this is going to be about, so I can't come out and say that he's going to be copying. But James Gunn, after watching Superman, I trust that he would do Man of Steel right. Not Man of Steel, I'm sorry. Man of Tomorrow right. I was just talking about Man of Steel. Man of Tomorrow right. And future projects. Like, here's the thing. If Lanterns, Supergirl, and Clayface fails, I believe that's James Gunn's fault because he chose to greenlight this. Hey, let me read that. Let me read the script. Oh, it looks good. Send it out because he said it himself that he wants to make sure that the storytelling is right, and it will be on him if he doesn't do it right. If the storytelling fails, if he didn't really kind of succeed with the storytelling, so it's up to James. If Lantern fails, if Supergirl fails, I believe that's really kind of James Gunn's fault because he green lighted the project. He green lighted Supergirl, Lanterns, and Clayface, and I'm really gonna. And if they just don't work out, if the story sucks, it's kind of James Gunn's fault because he green lighted it. But I don't think Lanterns will fail. I don't think Supergirl will fail. I don't think Clayface will fail. I think they will all three be good projects for the future of the DCU. Um, but after hearing this Man Tomorrow, um, hearing it, the announcement, I am so excited for the future of the DCU. James Gunn gave me the Superman that I wanted. Now I know a lot of people may want Henry Cavill or somebody else, but David Cornsred, he's my favorite. I love him as Superman. And James Gunn, he's doing it right. It shows that he knows what he's doing. And, I think people be like, um, why is Lex Luthor teaming up with Superman? Like, oh man, he kills somebody and Superman just go team up with him. I don't know. The reason probably is going to be because he's working like Brainiac is coming, and they need to stop him, and they have to work together to save the world. That's what I believe James Gunn is going to do. Um, but they may even bring Ultraman back. You never know. But Man in Tomorrow, I am so excited for. And this also confirms that Superman wasn't a flop because everybody kept saying if Superman was a flop, then they wouldn't be doing a sequel. Or even though y'all say, even though technically it's not a sequel, they wouldn't be doing another movie. I literally remember when Superman came out, everybody started saying, hey, if this movie fails, James Gunn is going to be fired. He's out. WB is going to be sold to whoever. But and Superman was like a month ago, 2 months ago, or three. Is James Gunn fired? No. And is James Gunn doing another movie about Superman? Yes. Superman was not a flop because if it was a flop, they want to be doing another movie about Superman. And now people are just coming out saying, "Oh, if Supergirl's a flop, then it's over for James Gunn." Now you're just going everywhere. First you said people started saying that if Superman was a flop, Gunn is fired. Now you're saying if Supergirl's a flop, Gunn is fired. And then people came out and said that Superman was a flop, but he's not fired yet. I'm confused what y'all trying to say. So I believe Superman's not a flop because if it was a flop, and also we just got to confirm that Superman made 125 uh, in profit. That's higher than Man of Steel. That's way higher than Man of Steel. And then they'll probably come out and say that they're lying, which they're not. But if Superman was a flop, they wouldn't be doing this. They wouldn't be doing another movie. So I am very excited for Man Tomorrow. I'm excited to see what James Gunn's going to cook up. I really want to see Lex Luthor in his suit. I really do want to see it because there was actually a while back ago. There was like I think it was like toys or action figures for Superman for the marketing, and Lex Luthor we actually saw him in his war suit, like the Raptors suit in the movie. But I guess they cut that out, and it was just the toys were there. I guess they just cut that out. But I believe that Lex Luthor will have his suit in Man Tomorrow, which I am very excited for to see. Um, David Cornsweet, I'm really glad that he's going to be back in 2 years. They're starting production in April, which is I think great timing. But guys, that's my thoughts on Man of Tomorrow. What do y'all think? Are you excited about this? Are you a little bit disappointed? Do you think the movie's gonna be alright? Do you think James Gunn should not write or direct this at all? Um, Tell me your thoughts in the comment section, guys. 37 subscribers. Thank you. We have come a long way for 37 subscribers. Let's try to get to 50. That's our goal. That's my goal. Um, and guys, let me know what other videos you want me to talk about, and I will do a video shortly. And guys, that's all for today. And peace.